Yeah. Yes, please.
There you go.
I'd like to bring my carer with me.
Okay. Well, take your time.
My name's Tim, I'm Nottingham Law Section, a benefit advisor.
Oh, right. Hi, Tim, did you say?
Yeah.
Hi there, Tim. How you doing?
Nice.
If you like. I thought I was going to speak to somebody from the council. Oh, right. Well, you've helped me before. Because years ago, there was a chap called Sam Lowe that used to work at your place. Do you remember him?
No, because
It was about 12 years ago.
Yeah, I've not been there that long, you see, so I'm just going to put on something.
Well, please do what you're doing, please, Tim. Because I don't
Right, that's the number where I remember it.
I thought it was the council that was here to answer our questions.
You know, I think the most confusing thing is the letter that the council sent out. The first three people that I saw thought they had to come in. Yeah,
Right.
I've had people coming in saying we've been called in, and I've said, have you got any benefit issues, anything wrong? No, everything's fine. Okay, fine. But anyway,
Right,
if
welfare
I can
advice.
help, I can help, I will.
Changes to benefits. Yeah, there's a couple of questions I'd like to ask.
Yeah.
Here's my council tax bill that I've just received. I am receiving benefits. I'm on disability living allowance and a few other things because I can't normally get around. So I've had a bill, look here, 69.86.
Yeah.
25% of single occupancy, and it says I'm in credit by £62.9. I can't remember paying anything, and it's strange because my name is right, and it says that I've my balance of £7.77. I just wondered whether it was a bit of a joke.
Probably not. It might be a mistake because they tend to make.
And it says I've got to make instalments.
Yeah. So first thing, again, have you not received anything about the council tax now? It's changed.
No, Tim, no.
Right.
I was what was I going to say? I've looked around about paying council tax. And where does it say that you're obliged to pay council tax, or anybody is?
I mean, that's the big change that's happened from April this year. Is that
Where have they got these figures from? Have they just been put on a computer, haven't they?
That's how, I don't know, well, that's how they work it out. So your council tax, that's
£1,095.
That's how much you
And this
council
is
tax would be worth.
So this is to pay for Nottingham City Council, Nottingham Police, and the Combined Fire Authority Service.
Yeah.
Fire and Rescue, yeah?
Yeah, that's what comprises the council tax. That's what the council tax band for band-aid property is.
25% off, and then council tax reduction of £752. So, I mean, I don't want to. Basically, I don't want to pay this £7.77. So I asked a couple of solicitors about this, and they said actually there's no law which says anybody has to pay any tax whatsoever. There is no law. I've contacted 5 solicitors about this. There's no law which says anybody's supposed to pay tax at all. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that at all. I thought it had been passed as law as part of the welfare reform.
It says in the Local Government Act, it says something about the person liable. Oh, the person responsible is the liable person, and the liable person is the person who gives the name, i.e. the person that lives there, or the person that's on the mortgage, or the person that's on the rent book. So it says that if you don't give your name, you're not liable to pay tax, council tax. Anyway, they've got my name, so I don't mind. So I'd like to bring to your attention something that may have been overlooked. There's a copy for yourself, Tim. It's the Local Government Act. And Section 2, which has not been repealed, I got this from David Cameron's government website, legislation.gov.uk. Local Government Act 1888, Part 5, and it's 79, Section 2, if you can see. It says, all duties and liabilities of the inhabitants of a county shall become and be duties and liabilities of the council of such county. So any debts incurred or expenses are actually responsible for the council.
So are you hoping to?
I was going to ask the council where can I apply?
What, to be exempt from council tax?
Oh, for them to pay all my duties and liabilities, and I guess this is a duty and liability also.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Have you ever come across this before, Tim?
No, not at all.
The other one is, I have another copy, which is the Social Security Administration Act 1992, which is still in force, it hasn't been repealed. Section 187, certain benefits to be inalienable. As I've informed you, I'm only on benefits. And it says, where does it say in here? Where does it say in here? And he says, and every assignment to assign or charge such benefit shall be void, and on the bankruptcy of a beneficiary, such benefit shall not pass to any trustee or person acting on behalf of the creditors, otherwise they'll be made bankrupt. Does not say that. So I guess it says by law that no benefits can be removed from anybody.
Right. Okay. So you're hoping to not pay council tax based
Well,
on
if I'm
what
forced
your
into paying it,
finances.
will I be forced against my will? Because it says that I can't have my benefits removed from me at all. Nobody can. Anybody that's on benefits, whatever benefits.
I wish you luck. I mean, if you know, this is operating on a level so far removed from what my the advice I'm giving to people.
Oh, it looks like. Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes? Because is somebody lying something about here? Because it seems to. I have some more information if you're interested. I went to a company called. Because a friend of ours told us that. He says, you got council tax. He says he don't pay his council tax bill. You don't have to. I says, you sure? I said, I'll prove you wrong, mate. He says, of course you've got to pay council tax. Everybody has. So he says, you're paying for Nottingham City Council, which is actually a private corporation for profit. And Nottinghamshire Police Force are a private corporation, and the Combined Fire and Rescue Service is also a private registered corporation for profit, who make millions and millions of pounds, the City Council especially. So I did a search on Dun & Bradstreet, which is International Credit Reports, and I came up with Nottingham City Council, as you can see here, right, is a private registered corporation. In fact, all parts of them are. And you can buy an International Credit Report for £250 on them, right? Or I can buy a business information report which details all their expenditures and stuff and outlines the business of the corporation. Also, I found out that Nottingham Police Force, or also a private registered corporation, there's the proof for you.
Okay.
I found out 1,300 sex offences in the last 2 years that the police have been up to, including raping babies and 3-year-old children.
Right, I'm just going to stop you there.
And why should I pay for that?
Fine.
I'm just asking to him, that's
fine.
all.
Yeah, but I'm here today. People are coming saying, about changes to benefits and that sort of thing. So you're wanting to find out if you have to pay your council tax.
As far as the law concerned,
Yeah.
does it or does it
You're
not say
finding
that?
out information which is way above what I know, way above probably what most of the council employees know.
Well,
So
if
it's
you're a
up
law
to
centre,
you.
Tim, is this lawful? Because it doesn't seem to be. Are we being
don't know.
lied to?
I'm
Because
a
it doesn't seem
benefit advisor, not a
lawful.
lawyer.
Should I be speaking to Melita then?
To who?
Melita?
Who's Melissa?
Are you not aware that there's a councillor here today outside?
No.
Could you go and fetch the councillor, please?
I'll see if you find it.
Something ain't quite right today. I'm not being funny about this, but something ain't quite right. Something's not going on right. I think I'm being lied to. I think we're all being lied to. By the council, by the police,
Yeah, this
by
is
the
something
government.
this is something that I think you need to take up with the council. If you don't want to pay your council tax on these grounds.
I didn't say I didn't want to pay it. I was
Yeah.
saying,
Are you
where do I
questioning
apply?
whether it should
It says
be-
that my benefit can't be removed from me
Yeah.
in the Social Security Administration Act.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
Yeah, so it sounds like you
Something
need
ain't
to-
quite right here, is
It
it?
sounds like you need to be speaking to the council about it.
I've got to be paying for child rapists, right, and two corporations that are privately owned
This
as
is-
companies
this
for
isn't-
profit.
This isn't why I'm here today, though.
It's about.
Oh, hi, Melita. Do you mind to come and join us for a couple of minutes? There's something I'd like to ask you. This man didn't even know who you are.
Oh,
This is Tim from the Law Centre.
okay.
He's a very, very nice man, but there's something not quite right.
What's that?
Melissa, I think you'll need a seat.
I think you'll need a seat, Melita. Thank you so much.
So I'll come right this side.
Please, please.
I'm not going to take a photograph, are you?
No. I'm on receiving benefits, and I've gone to David Cameron's legal website, legislation.gov.uk, and I found the Social Security Administration Act 1992, Section 2, and it says, it goes on about the provisions of this Act, every assignment of or charge on benefit is defined, and every agreement to sign or charge such benefit shall be void, and on the bankruptcy of a beneficiary, such as the City Council, shall not pass to any trustee or person acting on behalf of his creditors. So it actually says, you can have a copy if you like, David Cameron's lovely new law, which is not being repealed. It says that anybody receiving benefits can't have them removed from them. So if I get a bill, I know it's only £7.77, I've not had a bill before. So basically, I looked up also, that's the Local Government Act. I don't know whether you're aware of this, Councillor. It says, and this has not been repealed, Section 79, it's currently in force, Local Government Act 1888. It says that all duties and liabilities of the inhabitants of a county shall become and be the duties and liability of the council of such county. So our Nottingham City Council will be responsible for all my debts and duties, it seems so in law.
Well, this is a gentleman who would be able to tell you he's from the law centre, so...
No, I'm not. I'm a benefit advisor.
Oh, you're a benefit advisor. Is there
I'm not a
somebody from the...
solicitor or a law-
right,
or a lawyer.
is
I mean-
somebody from the law centre? Is there somebody? Yeah, there's a lady over there from there, so it would probably be best to speak to that lady. She's from
With you
the...
being the councillor,
again-
I thought, because it says here that I've got to pay for Nottingham City Council, Nottinghamshire Police and a combined fire authority, which is a fire and rescue. So somebody told me that the... Excuse me, Tim, could I just grab those back?
Yeah.
Told me that the Nottingham City Council is a private corporation for profit, and it has a chief executive and shareholders, and they should be paying the people of Nottingham to stay here. So I did an international business report with international credit reports with Dun & Bradstreet, which is the credibility corporation, and I found out the company lookup, Nottingham City Council, and all its subsidiaries are a private company, a corporation for profit. You can have these documents if you like, I have many of them. So I found that I could get a comprehensive international credit report and a business information report on Nottingham City Council and all its activities. A Freedom of Information request was put in for where all the money from the Goose Fair last year went, and the private security companies that's being paid to run it as well. And it was 9 months later. I believe it should only be a few days. Also, I found Nottinghamshire Police Force to be a private police force. And did you know, Tim, I don't believe a word I say, but Grantham Police was sold 4 weeks ago to G4X. Devonshire and Cornwall Police are owned by IBM Computers.
I think
Something's not.
Yeah, I think
Melissa, something is not going. Something's not right here.
Yeah.
The
Well, on the
police
legal-
force are private
yeah.
companies,
Well,
so
like I said, on the
so
legal
Nottingham
side of
Fire
it,
and
This
Rescue.
is a legal person, so I don't want
Yeah.
to...
And in
so
the
I'll
last
just be best to
2
speak to this
years,
lady.
I found that why should I mean, I'll quite happily pay, but why should I pay for, this is a report, 14-page report of sexual assault and convictions by the police
You know when you've come in to ask about
on
the legality
babies of
of your
3 years
council tax?
children.
You've come in
Yes.
to ask about the legality of your council tax. We don't need to hear information about that, do we?
Right, but I mean,
I know
why should I
you're-
pay for child rape? It's not
No,
fair,
but
is it?
personally, I think you're digressing from why you've come in, which is
Well,
to find out whether it's legal.
Okay,
or not
Tim,
to pay
the
charge.
first thing, right, are you aware of the Bill of Rights, Section 12? Oh, that's another thing. And this is,
Excuse me, sir.
you are lawyers.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
My name is
Yes,
Diana
madam.
Barger.
Hi, Diane.
I'm a welfare rights advisor at Nottingham Law Centre. These sessions have been set up to assist people, to direct them with welfare reform. Unfortunately, we don't have the time to deal with these very intricate
I just
legal
thought you might be
issues.
interested in the law.
We are interested in the law
You are
because,
lawyers, yes.
because this is what
Are
we
you
do.
legal advisors?
However, we don't have the time, and this is not the place to deal with legal issues. Unfortunately, we have a lot of clients who are
right.
waiting for very specific information regarding
I
welfare
was asked if I
reform.
wanted to come in to talk about council tax.
Yeah, we can talk about council tax. We can direct you regarding your payments and why you have to pay it, but unfortunately, we can't go into deep legal
quite the amount of
issues.
that.
Okay, please excuse me.
That's fine.
The Social Security, I had long benefits, yeah?
Yeah.
And I've got a bill for £7.77.
Yep.
And it says here, which has not been repealed, this is, I guess this is the law, because I got it from legislation.gov.uk, it's still in force. And it says, subject to the provisions of this Act, every assignment to charge, so if I didn't pay that, obviously Nottingham City Council may send me a bill. And then they'll try to deduct it out of whatever, my benefits.
Okay, so-
And it says, are you aware that it says every agreement to sign or charge such benefit shall be void on the bankruptcy of a beneficiary. Such benefit shall not pass to a trustee or a person acting on behalf of creditors.
Right. First of all,
Why should I pay a private corporation?
Social Security Administration Act is covering welfare benefits. This is council tax. Council tax is tax. Okay.
Where does it say in law that anybody has to pay tax in this country?
Where does it say in law?
Yes, please.
Unfortunately, I do not have a book of legal.
You are legal
legis-
advisors.
We are.
Melita, what's
we
happening?
Are
we being lied to?
But
Something's not
no,
right. is it?
listen to me, sir. A doctor a brain specialist would not be able to deliver a baby. Okay, so please,
I thought we were
please,
talking about council tax.
please understand that because we're legal advisors, okay.
Do you know the law?
Of course, I know the law. Don't
Could you tell me-
patronise me,
No,
sir.
please,
I've been.
you have not patronised me, certainly not.
I've had
I only
legal
asked a
training.
question.
I've had education.
Where does it say? I'm sorry.
This is a criminal offence not to pay your council tax. What
So
I'm going
you know
to
the law in that it's a criminal
what I'm
offence
going
not to pay?
yes. What
Does
I'm
it
going
say
to
here- does it or does it not say
Sir,
that my
can you let me
benefits are not...
speak? This is the Social Security Administrative Act.
I'm on benefits.
Okay, I know you're on benefits, okay? This is dealing with your other benefits. This is council tax, which will probably come under different legislation, which I can't bring off the top of my head at the moment. What I'm going to suggest you do, sir, is if you're not happy about it, appeal the decision. If you're not happy about it further than that, speak to your counsellor. Unfortunately, we are not in a position to discuss the intricate parts of law at the moment. We have too many people waiting.
So you're Nottingham Law Centre and you don't want to discuss one question in law.
No.
I'm quite happy to pay it. No problem.
No.
It's £7.77.
No.
I could pay it now.
Yeah.
To get the council right. Yeah, I could give the money right away. But I'm saying that if I don't pay it, what will happen? Well, I'll be sent a bill.
You'll be sent a bill if you don't pay it. You'll be summoned to the magistrate's court.
Summonsed? What does that mean?
Oh, come on! I don't have time to go into this, sir.
This is Nottingham Law Centre. Thank you.
No, we're
You're not
here.
Nottingham Law Centre.
We are
then.
Nottingham Law
You're not legal
Centre.
advisors then. Do you know the law?
You're being patronising
No,
now.
please excuse me, I'm
No, you're
not.
being
I just
pedantic.
asked one question, please, Tim.
We are
Please hear
Nottingham
me
Law
out.
Centre.
No, Peter,
So
please, what's happening?
what it is that you want to know? What it is that
Where
you want
does
to
it
know?
say in law that I'm obliged to pay any tax whatsoever? I will quite happily pay it. If it says in law, if you can show me the law, and you're not in law centre, you're legal advisors, I'm not patronising you, I have the greatest respect for you. There was Sam Lowe, who was a solicitor, helped me out with with my benefits about
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Well, I don't know where it says in law off the top of my head because I don't
Well, could
have
you
all my
possibly find
research.
it?
I can't because I'm extremely busy at this moment with a lot of people waiting outside who need my advice, needs Tim's advice. Therefore, we're going to have to just advise you to pay this in accordance to.
But they're private registered corporations for profit. Why should I shouldn't
Well,
I be paying
it's your
up?
choice.
Then
You
don't.
don't pay them then.
And
Don't pay them.
it says in law that
Don't pay
I can't have my benefits
Council,
removed.
please, we need to get them
Council,
involved.
Yes,
please,
yes.
what's
We
going
need to-
on?
I don't- well,
Please, will you look into
yeah.
this? Because it
Well-
feels like I'm being lied to.
Well, the only thing I can suggest that you do, because this is from the government, and I think the only thing I can say, I don't know if you agree with me on this, and if you're not happy with that, you said that's not been repealed, that's in statutory government, so probably you'd have to get in touch with central office to find out exactly what's going on. Why is it that you think that you're
But why are the
paying
council
something?
charging me money for that? They're a private corporation for profit. They're
Well,
making,
I think-
they're making a lot of money. It
well, I think
seems.
that's something that
and
you
now they
probably-
want money from the people as well.
I think that's something that's come down from central government, so that's the only way I can say is to write a letter to central government to say that you're not happy.
I couldn't quite believe it was true.
Happy with that, and show them all the
law
facts and
centre
figures.
don't know any law.
You know-
They don't. I asked the question, hey, where does it say
Okay.
in law that you have to pay any tax whatsoever? Please excuse me a minute,
Yeah.
sir. I was listening. What do you think to this? What's going on?
I think if
Are we
you
being
want-
lied to?
Well, not that I know of, as far as I'm concerned.
But you've seen the law in front of you. What do you think's going on?
But these can't do anything about it.
That's what I'm saying. This is not what we're here for today. We're here
Well, what
today
do you
to.
think, Tim? What do you think should be done about this? I'm going to go now. I'm going to leave.
Yeah, we're here
because
today
there's
to
other
help
people that want to pay
yeah.
the council tax if
Yeah.
they want to.
I think we're here today to help the people.
Would
to
you keep a copy of this and pass this on to John Collins, please?
Well, you can send them to John Collins. I think.
You my councillor, please.
Okay, I'll pass them to John Collins. Put your name on there so that can.
Do you need identification? Do you need any identification from me? You know the name that's on there.
If you want, well, I'm going to need to tell him who they're from, aren't I? So if you put your name on there to say, I think.
Excuse me, Tim. Could I borrow your pen, please?
Put a note on there to say you want him to look into that and get back to you, and I'll pass them on to Tony. And Tony will take them into it.
Just one more thing.
Everybody looks like I've seen a rabbit in the headlights.
Somebody told me about protection.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave now because
Yeah,
we've
he's
got,
just writing a note to
thank you.
Councillor
We've got
Collins.
too many people that are waiting.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you very much for your help.
Yeah. I think that would be the best person to. I'll give them to Tony.
No, I know you're not. But
I doubt anything like
Yeah,
that.
well, you
Because it
want to
seems
know
that-
what it is that he's looking into, so you'll have to
Does
put
it,
on
or does
there.
it not seem the council stealing money? They're
Yeah.
a profit-making organisation and
Can you
stealing
put,
money.
I know you said look into this, he'll want to know what it is that you're looking into, so you'll have to put on there what it is that you want him to look into.
Part 2. I think they're going to kick me out, Melita, so... And
Do I know you?
part 1, just for asking a question.
Okay, I think, well, it's not just for asking a question, but this session.
I'm outside one of Nottingham City Council's properties. Strange how they have big properties, isn't it? But then again, when you consider the amount of money they get, and let's not forget, this is a private limited company for profit. And if you don't believe me, go on Dun & Bradstreet website and check them out. And you'll find out where the head office is and their other offices. One of the strange things, if you want to rent a property, for instance at a cob shop, it might cost you £30,000 a year rental. Guess how much council tax you'll be paying? £20,000 a year.
Business
so when you
rates.
consider the rest of the shops around Nottingham, how much are the council making from them? And where's the money going?
Millions, they're making millions. Private, limited corporation. Where is all that money going? And you, apparently, you have to pay £1,400, £1,500 to live in this city.
Look over there. Even if you work here, you've still got to pay to put your car on the property.
Who's making all the money? And where is it going?